Well, good morning and welcome back. Changing a child's perception and the way that they learn with the use of dogs is just one of the methods used to educate. Here now to explain how four-legged teachers and also some really weird bike helps students is Executive Vice President, and this is Kathy Van Horn from Lakeside Education Network, along with Joshua McNeil, training consultant with Lakeside as well. Thank you so much for coming in.
Sure.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us.
Sure. Okay, so let's start with the four-legged teachers here. This is something that's in a classroom that Lakeside Education Network has been using now. Tell me, how did that came about?
So we've been doing a lot of work on what helps the brain, especially for students that have experienced trauma or adverse experiences. And what we found is the dogs are able to really bring healing to every level of the brain. We're looking for more and more interventions to work with our students.
And these students are middle school and high school age?
Middle school and high school, yeah.
And so what does the dog do? I mean, are these your traditional students?
These are students that, we work in an alternative school, so they're students that have been removed from the public schools for some reason. There's some type of struggle. And the dogs, basically, they're service dogs, and they're trained to work in a school all day. What they do is they have a schedule, they go to classes, they go to counseling sessions, and they calm kids down. They move towards kids that are anxious. They'll go and bump kids that are sleeping and wake them up. They will lay at someone's feet and help them focus. And they pretty much know who needs them. So Garnet's leaving right now to work with one of your staff.
One of the staff that's not paying attention, Garnet. And then who's with
And this
Garnet?
is Boomerang.
And Boomerang. All right, and you had an example of what you could show us real quick.
Yeah,
of what
so
you do
they
with
have
students.
different ways of greeting kids.
Okay.
There's nose bumps. They can do a paw, of course, shake hands. I have
Except for when you have a handful of carrots.
Shake
in your
hands.
hand, okay.
High five. High five.
High tens, all right. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
And this calming the students is one way. There's also, you guys also brought basically a toy with you, but it's a serious toy. There's a bike, and we all know how to ride bikes, right? But this one really messes with you and makes you feel stupid.
Yeah.
How does this help kids learn?
Yeah, so the key to this bike is that when you steer it to the left, it goes to the right. And when you steer it to the right, it goes to the left. And everyone who sees it thinks it should be simple, but the more you do it, you realize, as you saw, it's very difficult to ride. And we use it as a training tool with the students that we work with and the schools that we consult with to kind of show that slowly but surely it can be learned. And the skills that they need to develop can be learned, but it takes a lot of time because it's reprogramming your brain from whatever it is that you're struggling with to finding out this is how I need to act, or this is how I can handle school, or this is how I can relate to people.
Do you see a direct response from this? I mean, as a teacher at Lakeside?
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's been an amazing tool with showing staff and students how their brain works, and it does provide a ton of hope for, now I see that there is a way, like things can be learned, my brain can be changed. And so that's really our goal for the students, is that they have hope that they can actually make a difference.
All right, sounds good. Well, of course, one of your staff members just wandered off to help one of our staff members. So, Kathy, Josh, thank you so much. We appreciate your time coming in and showing us that.
Great to be
Absolutely.
here.
Thank you.
And of course,